At the center, that's the ministries, departments, and agencies, and also local governments on all matters to do with the financing of local governments. Now, when we engage with the ministries, we engage them on how the money from the national budget can be allocated to implement decentralized services. But also, we also engage with the local governments on the revenues that were assigned to them to collect. Now, we have noted, or we noted some time back, that local governments need to look inward in their local economies to be able to generate more local revenues, because the central government is also constrained with the monies they have. So not much has been allocated to local governments. So local governments, we tell them we need to build the capacity to sufficiently generate money to implement their development agenda. So we come to Mbale to meet with the local governments in the Bugisu sub-region to really on the framework of linking local economic development with the local revenues. Remember, government introduced local economic development as the sixth objective of decentralization. Now, that objective is meant to harness, for local governments to harness, to engage with the people, the communities, to look into their productive potentials, to be able to generate, to implement activities that enables them to have more money in their pockets, more money in their households, and when they have that money, they will be spending it. So when they spend it, they first spend it in their local areas. So when they do that one, local governments will be able to collect more revenues, because there will be more businesses, the market dues will be there, the property tax will be there, the development fees will be there. So we are telling them to focus on developing their local potentials. When their households get a lot of money, they get money in their pockets, in their households, then they'll be able to spend. And when money is spent, there is always an association with taxation. So that's why we are in the sub-region to bring this framework to them, that going forward, they see that they need to generate more money to implement their success. Key hindrance, they thought this local economic development is a project. And so, since the central government introduced it in decentralization, they thought it was a project which is coming with money. Yet it's not a project, it's a way of doing things. In fact, when the government introduces wealth creation programs like now PDM, Yoga, youth livelihood, women empowerment, all these are geared towards enabling the people to be able to produce more, and in the end, when they produce more, they earn money. So there has been that issue of the mindset. Every issue they will say, we want money from Kampala. We are telling them, Kampala, yes, some money can come, but we are sitting on money ourselves. We can develop our potentials here and get money. In fact, Kampala would be having more money when people like in this sub-region are producing more for the market and having incomes, and then the central government also come to tax the incomes of the people when they buy. Because when they have money, then what is produced in the factories will be bought. And when they are bought, government will get excise duty, they will get corporate income tax, and so on.
What exactly
are supposed to do? First, the elected leaders. Two, the appointed leaders headed by the cow, and also the RDCs. Now, these must themselves first understand this concept and then create awareness and mobilize people. When these government programs come, it's not free money, or it's not money for eating, it's money to stimulate production. So, in our meetings here, we have the district speakers, we have the secretary for finance, we have the commercial officers, we have the cows as key participants. So these are the people who must bring these into the council meetings, and then the other leaders, the councillors, need to come on board and appreciate, and then as a council they have to agree and pass these frameworks, so that when they go out they are talking the same language. The key challenges, especially hindering commercial agriculture, but we are telling people that commercial agriculture may not be what everybody should look after. And there are a lot of opportunities there in service sectors, in business sectors, and so on. So when people go out and look for other ventures, then the pressure on land to divide land and so on. So that then the people who can engage on commercial, even if it is for smaller plots, they can do it very productively. Because remember, the population is continuing to grow, but this population will not always be consumed by agriculture sector. The service sector needs to take people. The tourism sector will have to take people. The manufacturing sector. So these are now the ones which we need to focus on. Let us attract investors to establish factories. These factories will attract people from land, so that those who remain in agriculture will continue to have some sizable plots of land. So that is something which this region should look at.
Your name is and a position?
My name is Adam Bavale. I'm the Secretary of the Local Government Finance Commission. We sit on Workers' House, 10th floor, Northern Wing.